Alright, so I got the old cylinder head out of the car. I kind of got the new one in there, but not really. It's just sitting on top of the motor, not torqued down or anything. Because I need to get the camshaft out. I decided I'm going to use this camshaft because since I am missing the rear bearing cap, I can't use the other setup because these are line board, as in they install these on the head from the factory, and they have a tool that goes in all, five of them, all five bores, all five caps to make sure they're perfectly true. So I'm just going to transfer this whole setup over. Plus, I don't have to worry about running that spray bar either. Basically, you got 12 millimeter bolts all around the side of it. I'm also going to pull this thermostat assembly off because, like I said, on the other one I don't have this gasket, and this is already set up the way I need it to be. These, I believe, are also 12 millimeters. These are just two bolts holding this on, and this whole piece comes off. I'll do that first. When you take this off, you want to go from the outside and work your way in, because otherwise you will warp the camshaft, just because the springs are pushing up against it. But you don't want to just like take one bolt all the way off and move to the other one and whatnot. You just kind of want to work in steps, like break them all loose off first evenly, then just like turn them out a little bit at a time to kind of slowly ease the pressure off of the camshaft. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll get back to you when I'm ready to put this on the new cylinder head. Same thing with the thermostat housing. So see y'all in just a minute. Alright, so I got the camshaft off the cylinder head, and I also got the thermostat housing off, all without incident. Seems like there was only two valves that were pushing up, causing, it to kind of spring up a little bit, so not that big of a deal. As you see, I got the camshaft out, and I made sure to leave the bolts in where they belong. So, I still got to take this sensor out, because this is a new sensor. I want to put that in, or at least have it as a spare. I'm going to leave this alone because this is eating up. I might save this bracket, not sure. I'll have to pull the stud out too, but I'll deal with that later. Well, yeah, so next thing is to put this on the other engine, the cylinder head. So I'll be back when I'm ready to do that. Alrighty, so I got pretty much the rockers all put back onto the head. I was going to do it on camera, but kind of got a little interrupted. Basically, you just put these all in a row, put the clips on. I also applied a little bit of this assembly lube onto there, just so they don't start up dry. And I know it's going to be a couple days before I'm able to get this engine running, so this stuff has a high film strength, so this is not going to drip off of it too easily. I also put it on the camshaft on auto lobes. Now I'm just going to put the camshaft on there, roughly top dead center. I'm going to have to readjust it later on with the wrench. I'm just going to snug it up for now. I'll torque it down later when I go to torque down the head, because I don't have the torque spec with me and it's getting ready to rain. So I just want to get this camshaft on this head. That way, when I get the chance, I can tighten everything down all at once, basically. Do the cylinder head first and do the camshaft, or do the camshaft first and the cylinder head, but basically make sure that's all taken care of. Like I said, I'm just going to snug this down for now to where it's in there, and yeah, so I'll get back to you when I have the camshaft on the cylinder head. Alright, so I got the camshaft kind of snug down. I don't have it torqued down properly yet because the head's moving around on me. I can't verify to see if this is bindy or not, which I think it is. I think the camshaft is a little too far forward. I might have to tap it back a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, it definitely loosen up once I get the oil, Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and torque down the head. I got all the bolts here. It came from the Y Auto, no, it came from the Z store, I think. You got a set of long bolts, which are the ones that go into the cam towers, and the short bolts are the regular ones. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to reuse the washers because these didn't come with washers, which I think is kind of weird, but whatever. Those will also be upgraded bolts for like the turbo models. So apparently the shaft is a little bit thicker. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put them in. Torque from the inside out, much like everything else. The final torque is going to be 60 foot-pounds, but they want you to start off with like 10 pounds, then go to 30 or 40, then 60. I'm going to do a little differently. I'm going to go 20, 40, 60, so even. That way I make sure everything's snug down. Also, don't forget to put these little 10mm bolts in after you get the head torque down. And that'll be basically be it for the today. I'll just put the valve cover back on it, and I'll finish it up at a better date. And let me go ahead and get this all done before it starts raining and it gets too dark, because I got a couple things I got to do with the house too. Anyway, get back to you in just a second. Oh, one other thing, you want to make sure you lubricate these bolts. You want to do underneath the head, the washer itself, and the threads. It's best to use Moly lube, but I'm just going to use the same stuff I used to lubricate the camshaft when I put it in there. So that'll be more to suffice. You can use regular motor oil too, even though motor oil is thin. If it's going to sit for a while, it's probably not the best thing to use. So like I said, I'm just going to use the assembly lube. Anyway, I'm going to go get this done. That way I could be done for today. So see you in just a sec. Alright, so I got the head torqued down. A couple of the bolts did feel a little sketchy, but everything worked out okay. I got the cam towers torqued down too. These got torqued down to 12 foot-pounds. I'm a little concerned because this bolt right here and this bolt right here, I think the thread's a little bit beat up on the cylinder head. So I hope that doesn't cause an issue. Now, they are torqued down with the head bolts, so it should be fine. This is not a race engine, and I don't even know if this motor's even good. What else? I did add a little bit more assembly lube to the camshaft, and it does seem to turn. Seems a little bindy, but I think that might be because I didn't lube up the journals. What I'm gonna do, when I get the engine all assembled, I'm gonna leave the spark plugs out and run it on the starter for a little while after I do the oil change, and that should lube everything up. And what else? Yeah, I thought about putting the camshaft sprocket on the front, but I'll wait later because I got to figure out where the camshaft timing marks are, because on my gear it's like 3 different holes where you can line it up. I believe it's probably an aftermarket thing. Then I gotta change this pipe out because it finally gave away. I'll probably just bypass it for now. All it is just a coolant thing for the idle air valve. Those are normally deleted anyway. Or I could probably find like a hose or something like that to replace it, like a rubber hose. I still gotta flip this thing around. I gotta put the sensor in this thing. I'm just gonna but right now I'm just gonna put the valve cover on top, call it a night. I think when I get back from vacation, I'll be able to finish everything up. So I've still got fingers crossed whether or not this cylinder head's even good or good enough, and fingers crossed that the engine itself is still good. So yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, if not, there's a couple people around that are selling an engine. I'll just replace it, and that'll be the end of that part. This engine's not too hard to deal with, to take in and out. since it is manual, it is a little difficult to get the input shaft splined into the clutch. But other than that, it's pretty run of the mill. But yeah, so you don't know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on my Instagram. I have the username in the description. And y'all be safe, have fun, and stay tuned for more videos. Alright, so peace out.